Hey guys, it's Wengie here. Welcome back to my channel, and I literally just got back from the hairdressers. I was so excited about this new hair color that I just had to sit down and film this and update you guys. So I've been going to Stevie English for like almost a year now, and they've never disappointed me. I was really lucky to have Stevie himself do my hair because he just came back from a trip. He went to New York to help L'Oreal set the global hair trends for next year. If you're part of my family, you'll know that I changed my hair color a lot. But if you're not part of my family, please join by clicking the subscribe button here. And if you want, tweet me and I'll welcome you personally to the family. And yeah, I actually respond a lot on Twitter. So if you guys aren't following me on Twitter, please do. I love to chat to you guys there. There are two trends that I'm really loving right now. The first one is galaxy hair, and the other trend that I've been loving is this dark gray. This hair color is kind of just like a mixture of the two. So he's kind of like faded it into this really light, beautiful bluish, grayish, purplish color. And I am absolutely in love with this hair, and I got it curled as well. It's like one of the only times I have my hair curled because I'm too lazy to curl. I have a lot of hair, so it takes forever to curl my hair. Today I wanted to go through my hair routine with you guys. I can share with you how I kind of maintain it and keep it looking as good as possible. Yeah, it is dry, guys. I won't kid you, it is very damaged underneath. So that's something you can't really avoid, but there's lots of things you can do to make it look better. The very first hair care tip, and one of the most important, is literally to wash your hair less. And I know some of you guys are probably like cringing at this idea, but it's actually good to wash your hair maybe like once a week. The reason why is when you start doing colors like this, especially pastels, it will just wash out a lot. And if you spend a lot of money at the hair salon getting this beautiful color, you actually don't want it to wash out in like 3 washes. And if 3 washes is 3 days, you've lost your hair color in 3 days. This is actually a huge trend in hair care, even in the celebrity world, like Kim Kardashian does it as well. But you can actually train your hair to produce less oil, so over time you actually don't need to wash it as much, because once you wash your hair every day, what happens is your shampoo literally strips the oil from your scalp. It makes your scalp really dry, and your scalp will freak out and produce more oil. So it's actually like a vicious cycle. The more you wash your hair, the oilier it will get faster. And I'm happy to say that my hair doesn't get oily to maybe the 3rd or 4th day now, because I've been doing this for so long. I know it seems dirty, but it's actually not, and there's a lot of things you can use, and I'll be showing you later on, that can take you through this kind of period where you're trying to train your hair without looking like you kind of haven't showered for days. And for those of you guys that don't have colored hair, it's also really good for you because it's actually better for your scalp in the long term. I feel like washing your hair every day is like a myth we've been taught that we can now train ourselves out of. Now the next thing I swear by in my hair care routine is dry shampoo. I'm using this Batiste dry shampoo here. This will get you over that 3rd or 4th day hump. It adds a lot more volume to your crown as well. So if you feel like your hair is getting flat, if you just spray some dry shampoo, run your hands through your hair, and then brush it out, it's going to give your hair new life without actually stripping your scalp through shampooing. So this will also help you keep your hair color a lot longer, and this could extend your hair like between hair washing periods for like up to a week. It's great for like after the gym as well, if you want to like go out afterwards and you don't want to look like you're all sweaty. The other tip I can give you to extend the length between washing your hair is to figure out some hairstyles that you can do. Your hair is getting a little bit oily, you can think of an updo or a ponytail. In fact, slightly oily hair does better in styles like that, so you can even plan it so that you wear your hair out in the first couple of days, and then towards the last couple of days you can tie your hair up. Wear hats or a headband is a good alternative to hide that, you know, the end of the week hair. The other really great tip that I swear by is hair oils. There's a variety of oils that people love using. There's Moroccan oil, and I use organic virgin coconut oil. The first way I use it is when my hair is damp and I've just washed my hair, I kind of pull it through the ends as sort of like a leave-in conditioning treatment. It makes your hair a little bit more shiny, it helps your ends a little bit. Do it when your hair is damp or it may look oily. The other tip I have for you guys is to use the coconut oil on your scalp. So a irritated scalp that's overly dry will actually produce more oil and will leave you with really greasy looking hair. For those of you guys that do your roots often, your scalp is itchy as anything for the next few days and I'm constantly scratching it. Something that will help is to moisturize your scalp with this coconut oil kind of just before you wash your hair out, and just to do a little mask and just rub it onto your scalp and leave it in for 10 to 15 minutes so you can wash it out with your shampoo. It'll make your scalp feel less irritated and dry. The other tip I got from Stevie English today is actually to not wash your hair before you do your roots. So the bleaching process is really extensive and quite irritating for your scalp. So if you don't wash your hair for a week before you go into the salon, you'll have your natural oils to protect your scalp from all that chemical processing. So yeah, this is an excuse to not wash your hair before you go to the hairdresser's. The thing that my hairdresser recommended for my hair care routine is to use a colored conditioner like this. I use the Fabuloso Pro. It actually comes in a white conditioning form but leaves a little bit of space for your hairdresser to mix your custom color. So this color is actually customized to what I have on my head. So when you're refreshing your color, it's actually the right color, because if you buy purple shampoo or whatever, it might be in a slightly different tone to what they created on your head, and that could give it a tint that's not very flattering. And I basically use this as a deep conditioner after my shampoo to refresh my hair, and every time I get a totally different hair color, I'll ask them to mix up one of these for me, and it makes your hairdressing appointments last so much longer, so you save some money as well. The tip I have for you guys that I actually learnt is to not wait too long before doing your roots. I know hairdressing appointments can be really expensive, but there's a certain amount of length that your roots will grow before it becomes really hard to lift the color. The part of your hair that's near your scalp is actually quite warm because of the heat from your scalp. So when they bleach those roots, it's really easy to lift, even from my black hair to a blonde, a white blonde. They can lift that in one session. But if you wait too long and it's say this, find that you'll get this orange band because it may take 3 or 4 sessions before you can lift it. So when you start getting your hair done and you want to upkeep it without damaging it too much, please do your roots while it's still near your scalp. Speaking of roots, well, the other tip I have for you is to use a volumizing hair product. I really love having a bit of volume. It helps elongate my face. And for those of you guys that have a really round face or a shorter face that you want to make look longer, this is a good trick. Having volume here at the crown is really going to help elongate your face. I really love using volumizing spray like this one by Orbe, and you can use any volumizing mousse that you like, and it really makes a difference when you blow dry it up and it lifts it up. The other tip I have for you guys, for those of you that don't want to use product, this is a really neat trick that I learned. If you dry your hair on the other side and then flip it over, you're gonna get that curve that looks really good. Because I actually spend a lot of time drying my hair, you know, with where the split is, because that's what you normally do, and you don't get as much volume that way. If you use product and do that, then maybe you'll get extra volume. Thing I want to talk to you guys about is having a good brush. Now, having a really good brush when you have colored damaged hair is so important because it's going to help prevent your hair from breaking into little pieces. It's very sad when you see that, but when your hair gets really damaged and bleached and brittle, it's very easy for it to just snap off. I want to invest in a natural bristle brush. I have a mixed boar bristle brush, and this is fairly inexpensive. I got this at Priceline for $12 or something, and this is from Lady Jane, but you can get any kind of boar bristle brush. The reason being is you want the bristles to be able to bend really easily, because as you're running your brush through your hair, if it's really the plastic type that don't move, it's gonna snap your hair, because your hair will snap before this will bend. So you really want a soft, bendy sort of bristle. And the great thing about boar hair is it helps distribute the oil through your hair. So once it starts getting oily at the top and you brush it, you can redistribute that oil to help the rest of your hair get some oil as well, so it doesn't look so dry underneath. So there it is. And my hair routine is really simple, and I actually don't style my hair a lot. I kind of leave it naturally wavy. I tie it up in buns, and it does its crazy thing that it does, and I brush it once in a while. If you guys found any of these tips helpful, please give me a thumbs up. It really makes my day. I'll see you guys in a couple of days in my next video. Don't forget, I love you guys so much. Bye!